Alright, hello. Today we're gonna showcase our next disruption weapon video, which is gonna be a secondary weapon. This weapon is known for being the very first great weapon for eidolon hunting, and one of the weapons that has really stayed in the meta for eidolon hunting, despite being power creeped to hell. The weapon is Nil Prime, and some people still use it for idle hunting for the final phase because it is the fastest to do there by far. And honestly, it is still a very, very strong weapon. But since people have been using it for idle hunting missions, that must mean it must be good for disruption missions as well. So let's see what it's all about here with the builds. So obviously, as with everything, I have a Riven, but I'll get to that later. So the Knell, in case you don't know, is a weapon that has only one bullet in the mag, and you have to hit a headshot in order to get infinite ammo, 20% status chance that stacks up to 3 times, this is additive, and 0.5% critical damage that also stacks up to 3 times. So when you are max stacks on this passive, you get an extra 1.5 critical damage plus and an extra 60% status chance plus, which makes this a 6.8, no, 6.7, sorry about that, 6.7 critical multiplier and 78% status chance, which is incredibly good. Secondary deadhead steady hands because we really want no recoil. Fire rate is all you need, to be honest. Fire rate super good. This Riven actually would replace something like either accelerated isotope or, in my opinion, where is it? Lethal torrent. Lethal torrent is better. But I do have a Riven. I'm gonna showcase it, and the best part about the Riven is that it has a minus damage to Grineer, which normally in a disruption mission would be catastrophic. 25% less damage to Grineer. Well, we're gonna go in a disruption mission and we're gonna see how catastrophic this is exactly for our gun. So we're going to. Actually, let's not do Olympus, let's do Kappa. Actually, no, let's go do something different. Tamu. There's a fissure on it. God damn it. Every time it's 2 a.m., there is a fissure on either Kuva Survival or Tamu. Just so I know that the game hates me and doesn't want me to farm Kuva. Anyways, the Bubonico, I didn't show the build, but it's like a primer build where you gave it fire rate, you gave it a lot of status chance, and you built it for radiation, corrosive, cold. And it has innate viral, so you get viral, radiation, corrosive, cold. Don't think I need to explain more about that. Has 200% status chance, no Riven mode on the build for the Bubonico, because my Riven isn't good for it. So, our general 2 buffs. I have the wrong Sentinel with me, but whatever. I was doing a Riven challenge, so I have that guy. But yeah, this is the Nil Prime, this is what it can do. With the steady hands mod and primary deadhead, you literally have no recoil whatsoever, and it feels absolutely amazing. Some sort of punch through would also feel very nice since it has 0. But yeah, you have to hit your headshots with this one. Oh look, a challenge has been done. Amazing. So, you get your thing, and then boom. So one important thing to know about this gun, right? You see how we were left on 2.5x critical multiplier? If you switch your weapon to your primary, let's say, or to your melee, and then you swap back to Knell, the Knell timer is paused for death knell. So you keep whatever you were left with. Which is absolutely nuts in my opinion. So you can keep whatever buff it is that you had, and then just go ahead and, you know, get your primer ready, your primary weapon primer, which for me would be the Bubonico or the Cedo. Shoot the guy and prime him, and then take out your already stacked Nil Prime and shoot him back. So, you know, extremely good to do this. I also suggest manually reloading it whenever you have the chance. Just in case something weird happens. Oh, really? Okay, Shade Prime is done. Alright. I won't have time to stack on him, so we're just gonna... Oh, it's him. No stacks, no buffs either, but... You know. Stack on these guys. Alright, we're stacked. Now find the demo. Prime him. Good. So, you know, the kind of mechanics behind Knell Prime, they're kind of built in to be good for disruption missions. I can't even, like, stress this enough. Like, no matter what I do here, I'm still on 1.5x damage. I'm gonna keep that right now. And, you know, I can prime this, for example. And keep my buff up, so. Oh, man. But yes, this weapon does a lot of damage. It can generally one-shot anything. And when it's fully auto like that, with that much fire rate, it gets to become very, very strong. So, yeah. In my opinion, if you roll a Riven for this gun, opt for fire rate to be like one of the stats. Like, not multi-shot. Fire rate, crit chance, crit damage would be the best kind of Riven you can get on this. So I'm gonna do one last with Eclipse. Try to see how many shots we need. I wanna find actual enemies first. Alright, we're stacked. Is it above or below? Seems to be below. Yeah. Okay. I think I shot twice, not once, because of the fire rate, but yeah, it kinda just does that to him. So yeah. This hits kind of weapon, so additive CO if you were wondering, like any hits kind of weapon, it is additive. And yeah, generally it is pretty insane. I don't know. Nil Prime, one of the best disruption weapons in the game, in my opinion. Cause I don't think you will ever run out of damage using this, especially with the amount of fire rate that you have, the extra corrosive, the fact that you can just armor strip the enemy if they get too tanky, and this still has enough damage to one-shot them. Nil Prime just goes kind of crazy overall. And you can clearly see why people prefer it for eidolon hunting. You can just, especially on eidolons, the strat is basically on the last phase, right before the whole eidolon becomes vulnerable again. You can shoot the head before you can even damage it, and it will trigger the passive of the Knell. And then you can just hold down your mouse button, and the thing just gets one-shotted because Nil Prime is broken. So, yeah. One bad thing about this gun that I can say that it's currently vaulted, even though it should still be pretty cheap, right? Wait, let me check Warframe market. I'm pretty curious. Nil Prime set. It used to be like 20 plat. Yeah, it's still 35 plat. It's still nothing. So, you know, go get yourself a piece, because this is an insane gun in my opinion. Everyone should have a Knell Prime in their arsenal because it is super nice. First of all, as a feeling of the gun, and second of as a gun that is useful for some kinds of situation that is like this. Bosses that can become invulnerable can also benefit from the death Knell buff, and generally this is a very, very strong weapon. Now, as I said, I do have a Riven, but it doesn't, believe me when I say that this Riven, besides the fire rate, doesn't add too much, especially since the negative Grenier damage. So, take it with a grain of salt, obviously, but Knell Prime, insane weapon. So, once again, I thank you very much for watching this video. I'll have Discord and Twitch links in the description, and I'll see you on the next Disruptions video that will be about another melee weapon. Thank you for watching.